The sun is out, the flowers are blooming, which can only mean one thing. It's crochet t-shirt season. Hey friends, I'm Shaz and today I'm going to show you how to make this lightweight, beginner-friendly tunic t-shirt. It's perfect for a day out in the park or even a cute dinner date. And with this gorgeous yarn, it's super soft, breathable, and has the most beautiful drape. For this pattern, I'm using Truboo by Lion brand in the color mushroom and a 3.5 millimeter crochet hook. You'll also need a few stitch markers, a tapestry needle, and a pair of scissors. Alright, now let's get started. We'll first be working on the straps. I am making a size small, and for this size, I'll be chaining 16. Once you've completed all your chains, you'll chain once more to start the next row. For the next row, we'll be working single crochet stitches. So you'll insert your hook into that second chain from your hook, draw up a loop, yarn over, and pull through both loops. You'll continue to work single crochet stitches through every chain all the way across. Once you've completed all your chains, you'll chain one and turn your work. For the next row, we'll be working treble crochet stitches. You can start the first stitch by working 3 chains, or you could also do it my way, which is a single crochet, insert your hook back into the stitch, you'll draw up a loop and yarn over and work another single crochet above that stitch, and you'll do that one more time. So basically you're working 3 single crochet stitches on top of each other. For the next stitch, you'll yarn over twice and work your treble crochet stitch. You'll continue to work your treble crochet stitch through every stitch all the way across. Once you've completed your treble crochet stitch, you'll chain one and turn your work. Now for the next row, we'll be working half double crochet stitches, and we'll be repeating the half double crochet and the treble crochet stitch throughout the entire body panel. So go ahead and work your half double crochet by yarning over, insert your hook, drop a loop, yarn over, and pulling through all loops. And once you've completed your half double crochet row, you'll go on to make 3 more sets of the half double crochet and treble crochet row, making sure that your last row ends on the treble crochet stitch row. Once you've completed all your rows, bind off, and it should look something like this. Our last row should end on the treble crochet stitch row. Now go ahead and make a second piece. Once you've completed your second piece, do not bind off. You'll continue working your half double crochet stitches all the way across, and then we'll work on joining the 2 pieces together. And once you've completed your half double crochet stitch row, we will be joining both straps with a chain. For size small, I'll be working 34 chains. So here I'll pick up the first strap and I'll insert my hook where my last stitch was. So we'll be working a half double crochet into that last stitch. So we'll yarn over, you'll insert your hook, and don't forget to pick up any loose tails. You'll drop a loop, yarn over, and pull through all loops. And now that the 2 straps are connected, we'll be working the half double crochet stitch into every stitch all the way across. Once you've worked your way all the way across, you'll chain one and you'll work the treble crochet stitch all the way across, and I'll meet you back here once you've reached the chains. Once you've worked your treble crochet all the way across and you've reached the chains, you'll continue to work the treble crochet across the chains and all the way across towards the next strap. You'll continue to work the double row pattern of the half treble crochet and the treble crochet stitch for a total of 4 more sets, and I'll meet you back here once we're done. Once you've completed all your rows, the length should fit your armhole opening. For the next row, we'll be working on increasing along the underarm. To start, I'll work a total of 7 chains. I'll chain once more to start my next row. And into that second chain from the hook, I'll work my half double crochet stitch, and I'll half double crochet into every chain and throughout the body panel all the way across. And once we've reached that last stitch on this row, we'll work the chainless half double crochet stitch, which I'll show you once we're there. Once you've completed all your half double crochet stitches, and on your last stitch, we'll be working the chainless half double crochet stitch. Now to start, we'll insert a hook into that last stitch that we just worked on. We'll yarn over, insert a hook, we'll draw up a loop, and chain 1. This will be considered the foundation chain for our chainless half double crochet stitch. So now that we have the chain, we'll just work our regular half double crochet on this chain. So this is our first chainless half double crochet. Let's do that one more time. We'll yarn over, insert a hook back into the previous chain that we just made. You'll draw up a loop and work a chain, yarn over and pull through that one loop. So now that we have one chain, and then we'll work our half double crochet on top of this chain. So this will be our second chainless half double crochet. You'll continue to work this chainless half double crochet stitch for the same number of stitches that you made on the other side. And once you're done with all your stitches, it should be super stretchy like this, and you should have visible chains at the bottom. Now, we'll just continue working our double row pattern by chaining 1 and working the treble crochet stitch into this next row, and I'll meet you back here once we're done with our treble crochet row. Once you've completed working on your last treble crochet stitch, for our next half double crochet stitch rows, we'll be working increases. So you'll chain 1, turn your work, and into that first stitch, you'll work 2 half double crochet stitches. This will be your first increase. Next, you'll half double crochet into every stitch all the way across until you've reached your last stitch. And in that last stitch, you'll work 2 half double crochet as your second increase. Chain 1, turn your work. From here, you'll just be repeating the treble crochet stitch row followed by the half double crochet increase rows, and you continue doing this until you've reached your preferred length, or for size small, this would be 27 double rows from the strap all the way down till the last row. And once you're happy with the total length of your top, go ahead and finish off with 3 rows of half double crochet as your finishing edge. For our back panel, we'll be working the exact same way we did as the front panel, with the exception of a shorter strap. So instead of working 4 double rows, we will only be working 2 double rows. And just like the front panel, one side will be worked all the way until the treble crochet stitch, and then you'll bind off. And the second strap you'll work until the half double crochet stitch row. We will join both straps with a chain, and you'll work up the same number of chains as you did on the front panel. Once you've worked up all your chains, you'll pick up the first strap, insert your hook into that first stitch, and work a half double crochet. You'll half double crochet into every stitch while working around any loose tails, and you'll do this all the way across. Once connected, you'll go ahead and work the same number of double rows as you did on the front panel to match the length of your arm opening. And once you've completed all your rows, from here you'll be working on the underarm, which would be the chains, as well as the half double crochet and chainless half double crochet stitches. I've just completed my half double crochet row, and now I'm at the other end working on my chainless half double crochet stitch. So I'll yarn over, I'll insert my hook into the same previous stitch, I'll drop a loop, yarn over and work a slip stitch, yarn over and pull through all loops. Yarn over, insert my hook into that previous chain at the bottom, I'll draw up a loop, yarn over, work one chain, yarn over and pull through all loops. Repeat these steps all the way across. And for the remaining rows, you'll just be repeating what you did on the front panel by working half double crochet increases on the first and last stitch, followed by the treble crochet stitch until you've reached the same length as the front panel. And don't forget to finish off with 3 rows of half double crochet for the bottom edging. Now that you have both panels completed, you place the front panel on top of the back panel with the wrong side facing out. You'll insert your hook at the top of the strap. You'll draw up a loop, chain 1 to secure. Now you'll just work single crochet stitches through both panels in every stitch all the way across, and don't forget to work around any loose tails. And once you're done, chain 1 to secure and bind off. Now you'll do the exact same thing on the other side. And once you've completed seaming up the shoulder portion, you'll turn to the side to also close up the sides. Ideally, for a longer side, it is always best to place stitch markers along several points so that you get a smooth and even seam. Now from the bottom corner, you'll insert your hook into both pieces. You'll draw up a loop and chain 1 to secure. If you find that your first chain is a little bit loose, feel free to work 2 chains. Pick up any loose tails and work single crochet stitches evenly across through both pieces until you've reached the arm opening. Now that you've completed seaming the shoulder portion and the side, we will be working on our arm opening. You'll insert your hook at the bottom of the armhole where the seams meet. You'll draw up a loop. You'll chain 1 to secure. Feel free to chain once more if your chain is not secure. Now we'll be working half double crochet stitches through every stitch in the round. So go ahead and find that first stitch and don't forget to pick up any loose tails and go ahead and work that half double crochet stitch. For this row, you'll be working regular half double crochet stitches through every stitch in the round, and I'll meet you back here once you're done. And once you've worked your way all the way back in the round, you'll slip stitch into that first stitch to join. Now for the next round, we'll be working another row of half double crochet stitches, but for the first and second stitch, we'll be working a decrease stitch. So you'll go ahead and work the half double crochet decrease stitch into that first and second stitch, and then you'll move on to working just one half double crochet stitch all the way in the round. And once you've reached your third to last stitch, we'll continue with another decrease stitch. And I'll meet you back here once we're there. Now I've worked my way in the round, and once you have 2 stitches remaining, you'll go ahead and work your decrease half double crochet stitch and slip stitch into that first stitch to join. Now for the next row, we'll be working a treble crochet stitch. So just like how you would normally start your first treble crochet stitch, I like to do mine in single crochet stacks. This is my first stitch, and I'll work the treble crochet stitch into every stitch in the round. So I've just finished my last stitch on this round. I will slip stitch into that first stitch to join, and on the last round I'll be working another row of half double crochet stitches, but I will first work my half double crochet decrease stitch into that first and second stitch, and I'll work one half double crochet stitch into every stitch until I've reached my third to last stitch. And once I'm there, I'll work another set of decreased stitches. I will slip stitch to join and bind off. And you'll go ahead and repeat the same thing on the other side. And once you've completed the other side, this is how your completed sleeves should look like. Now let's work on the neckline. You'll turn to the seam side, you'll drop a loop, and in my case, I'll chain 2 just to secure. Now we'll be working half double crochet stitches through every side post evenly across. So ideally you'd want to work one half double crochet into a stitch and about 2 or 3 half double crochets in a treble crochet post. So we'll be working in the round, and once you've reached a corner, we will be working decreases. Once you've reached that first corner, and on that last post stitch, you'll work a decrease half double crochet stitch. So you'll do this into that last post as well as into that first stitch, and you'll work a decrease. And from here, you'll just work the half double crochet stitch into every stitch until you've reached the second to last stitch on this row just before the next corner. You will repeat the half double crochet stitch into every stitch and decrease into every corner. You'll have 4 corners in total, and once you're done, I'll meet you back here to close up the round. And once you've worked your way all the way around, you'll work a slip stitch to join and repeat the last row for another 3 more rounds. And don't forget to continue to decrease at every corner. And once you're done, bind off and weave in all loose ends, and you're done. This tunic t-shirt is so drapey, cool on the skin, and so versatile. Let me know in the comment section what color you made yours, and also please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.